July.
Yes.
July. July.
Yeah.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the unexpectedly light-hearted moments in Judge Judy's courtroom.
This dog has your name on it. Is that a cutie? You want to just hold it for a second.
Number 10, the $5,000 haircut.
Mr. Campos, what do you do for a living?
I'm a lawyer.
Where?
San Antonio, Texas. Hope you don't use that against me.
No, I'm going to hold your lawsuit against you because it's stupid.
Carlos Campos is suing a hairstylist for cutting his hair too short. He feels this entitles him to the court maximum of $5,000. The fact that the judge doesn't throw Mr. Campos out immediately is probably a testament to how charming he is. This case is a gigantic waste of time.
Well, to me, it's personal, and if you got a bad haircut, I'm sure you would be happy.
It's stupid.
Every time he tries to wax poetic about the American judicial system, she cuts him off. Whether he's genuine or just looking for TV time, Campos is clearly here to have his day in court. He pulls out all the stops, even calling the judge cute at one point. It doesn't get him his money, but it sure is entertaining.
I'm not trying to be cute.
Great.
You're
Good.
trying to be cute.
Good.
You are cute.
Mr. Campos, you are absolutely correct. That's why I have the job, and you get $10, and that's the judgment of the court. Goodbye.
Number 9, Furry witness. Anyone who watches Judge Judy knows that dogs are one of her soft spots.
Yeah, I've had Shih Tzus longer than you're born.
In this case, plaintiff Wendy Kish is suing a groomer for injuring her dog. She brings Lucy, an adorable poodle, to court with her and holds her above the podium so we can see her. Lucy behaves herself at first, then she starts barking mid-case. Judge Judy can't help but smile as the dog demands to tell her side of the story. It's a necessary bright spot in a case that's a little depressing.
Maybe she didn't want to speak to the pictures of what she did to my dog.
That's a problem for you.
Out of my control,
She's not-
but yes, you're right.
No,
you're
it's
right.
not out of your control.
But it's just more proof that whenever there's a dog in her courtroom, Judge Scheindlin is in a much better mood. Number 8, I Protest. An elderly woman who quotes Martin Luther King and Mahatma Gandhi arrives in Judge Judy's courtroom with a noble cause.
Martin Luther King Jr., whom I adore, he's a hero in my pantheon of heroes. He said injustice must be exposed.
Shockingly, she's on the defendant's side. Mia Lord plays her radio at full blast all day to protest the noise her next-door neighbour is making. The plaintiffs live on the same street and are caught in the crossfire.
Your Honor, I have a videotape of the music and the siren, which we can show later on.
Well, I'd like
Go
to
ahead,
see it
show
right
it.
now.
Show it.
And it demonstrates the noise that she's making.
Lord is pretty daffy, even by Judge Judy standards. She thinks she's a modern-day crusader for justice. She's less concerned with the lawsuit against her than she is with bringing her noise complaint to the masses.
Mrs. Lord, you are a charming lady.
Thank you. I think you're charming too.
Thank you. I have not. Thank you.
The judge is charmed by the woman, even though she's dead wrong. We're just glad she's not our neighbour.
$1,500, and you better stop playing that noise.
I
Case is
protest.
over.
Number 7, Byrd's translation. Sometimes Officer Byrd is just there to pass papers back and forth and do his crossword puzzles. Other times he's there to keep Judge Judy in touch with the youth. As she hacks her way through the minutiae of this case about an unpaid loan, Byrd can't help but laugh as she retranslates the defendant's explanations in her own words.
What? I don't make this thing up. How could you make this up? He's suing her for slander and assault because she knocked his hat off.
But when the defendant uses a term Judge Scheindlin isn't familiar with, she asks her faithful bailiff for an assist.
I'll holler at you later.
Could you translate that for me?
He said, I'll call you later.
Is that what you said?
Yeah, I'll talk to you later.
The judge may know the law, but now when the litigant says the word holla, she knows what it means.
I want to know what word you use so I can be familiar with it.
Holla.
I'll do him a little better.
What?
Holla.
I'll holla?
I'll holla.
Number 6, letting her guard down. Young Aidan Nolan tells the judge about having to climb through a window to get into his house because he forgot his key. He laughs at himself for not realizing there was a spare key in the garage. The judge actually laughs with him.
I went inside the house, climbed through the kitchen window because I didn't know that the key was inside the garage.
Longtime viewers know this is a rare sight. Judge Judy mostly just laughs at her litigants, or she cackles menacingly because she wants to make someone feel stupid for lying to her. It's fun to see her actually enjoying herself, although it is almost just as chilling to see her laugh in earnest.
From what I gathered out of it, I guess we were supposed to grab it out of a bank account, but she had thought that it was supposed to be given to us from there.
Number 5. Telling the truth.
If I were to tell you that my court officer was a short, fat, bald guy, would that be the truth or a lie?
A lie.
In the very first episode of Judge Judy, Shineline was still finding her footing as a TV personality. Back in the old days, she wasn't so impatient. When she asks a boy who was bitten by a dog to come up and tell her what happened, she tests his ability to distinguish the truth from a lie. She sets him up for a slam dunk answer about the judge being a young and beautiful woman. He passes her test with flying colors.
Now, if I were to tell you that the judge in this case is a young, beautiful woman, would that be the truth or a lie?
The truth.
Yes.
It isn't just a great moment for us at home, but it makes him more comfortable to tell her what she needs to know and make a ruling in his parents' case.
And quite frankly, I don't know what the issue is in this case. Your dog, this child in your house, you're certainly responsible for your dog.
Number 4. Terry 2. This moment is from another case from the early seasons of the show. This episode involves a couple disputing the visitation rights for a dog named Terry that they purchased together.
After they divorced, they shared custody of Terry. Now, he says she won't let him see his best friend.
Unable to rule on the case, Judge Judy has a very novel solution. While she can't award the plaintiff the dog or the amount he's suing his ex for, the judge clearly feels for him and comes up with the best possible solution. She brings a dog from backstage to give to the plaintiff instead.
This dog has your name on it. Is that a cutie? You want to just hold it for a second. Just hold it for a second.
This is definitely not normal protocol, but it does the trick. The plaintiff affectionately calls the dog Terry 2.
Ooh, Terry 2.
You owe him $300. Okay. You can make it out to my clerk because I paid for it.
Number 3. Bryson takes the stand. Former friends end up in Judge Judy's courtroom over allegations about a broken TV and a destroyed mattress. A case about property damage isn't usually this cute, but the plaintiff's young son, Bryson, is the star of the show.
You know how important it is to tell me the truth? You have any idea what can happen to you if you don't tell me the truth?
I don't know.
Nothing good. Got it?
Got it.
Anyone would be nervous in front of the judge. Bryson is one of the most poised and confident witnesses ever seen on Judge Judy, and he's only 6 years old.
It just glitched out, then it made a funny rainbow.
And then did it work anymore?
No, my sister Tay tried to put something on for Novi, and it didn't even work.
Even though he can't tell her what she needs to know, his testimony is hilarious.
What's your day, Tay? I don't know.
Let me try to see. He's very sweet.
Thank you. Thank you.
Number 2. I'm not lying. Questioning the plaintiff about the dental injury he's suing for, the judge takes issue with how long it took him to seek medical care for an incident that happened in July.
You don't expect me to believe something that happened 6 months later. Not going to happen, Mr. Lane.
She repeats the word July to drive the point home.
I was in the dentist's office on November with my wife. We have an appointment together. I was told...
July.
He misunderstands her in the most hilarious way possible. He insists he's not lying, and he says it with so much conviction it's hard not to feel bad for him.
I'm not lying.
July.
Oh.
July. July.
The judge's impatience melts away almost instantly. She can't help but look at Officer Byrd in disbelief before they both fall apart with laughter at his mistake.
July. July.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. Let the dog decide. In this Judge Judy classic, she demonstrates that sometimes common sense trumps the law. The defendant has been accused of keeping the plaintiff's dog, knowing full well it belongs to them.
Marcus McMillan is suing Veronica Myrick for the return of his lost dog. Marcus claims Veronica has his pet, but refuses to return it.
Well, the judge thinks of only one way to settle it. She asks the defendant to bring the dog into the courtroom and let him decide. As slimy as the defendant is, when the pup runs directly across the room to its real owners, it's hard not to clap along with the assembled audience.
Hey, baby boy. Madam. Hey, man. Madam, listen to me carefully. Put the dog down. Put the dog down.
Yes, that's baby boy.
No legal arguments could contend with hard evidence. The plaintiff gets their dog back, and the defendant gets their karma.
I don't think this is your fault. I don't think that this is your fault. But that dog clearly belongs to this man.
What's your favorite Judge Judy moment? Tell us in the comments.
And you were in the turn lane. You have made my day so much easier, Miss Denham, and I thank you very much.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.